Hey guys, D-Man here, and today we are reviewing Final Space Season 2, Episode 4, and this one was a fairly good one. It's not related to the main plot, really. It's not really related to getting keys or anything, but it was like a solitary episode where one of the characters is basically forced to be in solitary confinement, kind of like Gary at the beginning, but worse because he's all by himself. He doesn't even have robots, and also it was 60 years instead of 5 years, so that's pretty crazy. um, so this episode was pretty good. It had some pretty funny jokes in there, especially the first joke about the dancing, because who doesn't love that song, you know? Gotta get loose. I'm not gonna sing it because copyright. um, but yeah, it was a good episode. It had some funny jokes here and there. Only part I had a slight problem with is that it didn't go to the main plot, I guess. Um, but yeah, basically the whole thing was Avocado was going through this time minefield thing, I guess, and he's going through like a time minefield thing. At the end, uh, it turns out like everybody was there, but at the end it turns out that he was just crazy and imagining everybody there. I don't know why the robot girl wasn't there. That's kind of weird because like she's the ship itself, but maybe it was like cut off because the ship was kind of cut in half, even though it wasn't cut in half. It's I don't know how the time things work because it went through the ship. It was a barrier and they couldn't get through it. Yet the ship wasn't cut in half completely, which which doesn't really work. But whatever. I guess maybe it phases through solid matter except for physical beings. I guess I don't know. The ship was definitely cut in half, but it's not cut in half. Let's not think about that. Cartoon logic. That's all you need to know is cartoon logic. But yeah, the episode is pretty cool because all it is um we see Avocado just living his life as like a 60-something-year-old man, like maybe a 70-year-old man, because I don't know how old he is. He's got to be like 14 or so, or 16 maybe. You know, so he's probably like a 70-year-old man or something like that. Looks pretty good for a 7-year-old man too, or 7-year-old cat thing. I guess they probably age differently. Although if they were like normal cats, they'd probably age faster, which means they would die faster. But whatever. um, so yeah, like we just see this little adventure that he goes on, and we get to see everybody there except for Gary because they think that Gary's dead, but in reality, it's only him there, and everybody's just like stuttering. Okay. In reality, everybody is just like a figment of his imagination, so he's just hallucinating everybody there. And at the end, they get him back, and the ship's completely fine somehow because cartoon logic. um, so they get him back, and he reverts back to a child, which is interesting, I guess, but you know it's likely. And then he just remembers everything, and he has his voice box things that he can talk to his dad with, but it's just him typing. And he puts that away for a bit because he realizes that he's going crazy with it. Um, and I hope that this comes back in later stories because like this would really mess up a person. Like Gary um was like gone for like 5 years in isolation, except for robots, of course. Which in reality would really mess up somebody because like isolation can really screw up with your mind. Like it's like one of the worst punishments you can get because it's like really screws with your mind. So yeah, like Gary should have had more of a thing, but I guess you could say like the robots helped him out. But Avocado didn't even have robots, so this should really mess with him, and this should probably make him a little bit crazier, probably batshit insane almost. So if this doesn't come up later on, it'll be sad. But I guess it might be just a one time thing, but it should come up because That's would be the reality of things. But yeah, it was a good episode. It was interesting. Only thing problem I had was wasn't related to the plot. It was just like a little off episode, but it was good. I hope you guys liked this review. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell notification because that's the best way to keep up with my content. Go to the link below to check out my Twitter. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, you should check out this one or this one. Or, click right there because that will subscribe to my channel. That middle one right there. Anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to my Twitter and follow. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace.